everyone! We are here in the Jurassic room, and today we're heading on another Jurassic World Rebirth toy hunt, looking for even more of the new Wave 2 figures that are starting to hit a bunch of Target and Walmart stores. I'm hoping that I can find even more new figures this week that I was not able to find on the hunt last week, and I've also seen some other pretty cool things online at different various stores that I haven't added to my collection yet, so hopefully that gives us the chance to find a bunch of sweet stuff this week. So let's head out on this hunt and see what I can find for my collection. Alright, so we're at our first stop outside of Target. I'm really hoping that we find some of the new Wave 2 Rebirth toys that have been hitting Target shelves for the past week or so. So let's head inside and see if we can start this toy hunt off well. So here we are on the toy section, and right off the bat, guys, we've got some new stuff. This is my first time seeing the Distortus Rex Island Escape set, and this thing is super sweet. The D-Rex is actually kind of bigger than I thought it was going to be, but the whole set is just looking really cool. We've also got the Primal Protector Aqualops Dolores, and this is the first time that I've seen this in stores, so I'm definitely going to be picking one of these up for my collection. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the Distortus Rex set, only because one part of the box right here is just crushed, and since I'm a mitten box collector, that does bother me a little bit, but it is okay because I think I'll find this set pretty easily again, and we're actually going to head to another Target right after this. Also, this is the first time that I've seen the Rumble and Rampage Distortus Rex on the Target store shelves and not Walmart, which is really cool. And they've also got some Legos over here and some more of the toys as we look around. As you guys can see, they've even got some of the Super Colossals out, Titanosaurus, and the new Indominus Rex up with the display, which is cool to see. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to pick up this Distortus Rex set just because of that box damage, but we are going to pick up the Aqualops, which is really cool, and then head to the next Target and hopefully find the Distortus Rex set again in better condition. Alright, so now we made it outside of our second Target already. Hopefully they've got that D-Rex set in better condition, or just really anything else from the new wave of toys for my collection. So let's head in and see how the second stop's looking. So here we are on the toy section, and unfortunately I couldn't find that D-Rex pack that I saw at the last Target, but they do have a pretty good stock of stuff, as all of you guys can see. But I did find something new over here. I believe this is a new Funko Pop set with this T-Rex breaking out of the gates of Jurassic Park. This is pretty sweet, and they've got quite a few, so I'm gonna pick out the best box and definitely pick that up. But as you guys can see, they've just got all kinds of figures on this middle cap here. They've got some more of these pocket pops that I saw on my last toy hunt, and then they've got a lot of figures around here as well, which is pretty awesome. But unfortunately, I still don't see that D-Rex set. Something else that's interesting, guys, is that these micro adventures just went on an even deeper clearance now. Now they're down to $9.99 when they were clearance down to $13.99. So that is a really good deal for anyone that didn't pick those up yet. So that is pretty sweet. But again, looking back on the toy aisle, there's nothing really new Jurassic that I need to pick up. But look at this, guys. I found some of the new Monsterverse figures, and we've got the Frostvark and a Kong figure right here. We've also got a Real Feel Kong behind that, which I do already have in that packaging. So I am going to go ahead and pick up these two Monsterverse figures, which is really cool. So this second stop right here at Target was actually successful, just like the first, but unfortunately we didn't get the D-Rex set, but I'm sure we'll find that in the coming weeks. All right, so now we are outside of Walmart. Hopefully there's some success here like we had at the first two stops at Target, and we can find some of the new toys. You just never know. So let's head inside and see how Walmart's treating us this week. So here we are on the toy section, and while they have a pretty good stock of stuff, they don't have any of the new Wave 2 figures, unfortunately. I think most people were finding them at Targets anyways, like we found some of them, but it doesn't look like there's really much of any of them to see here at Walmart. Now, as I walk out into the middle of the aisle, they do still have the big Rebirth display up with a bunch of the stuff, but again, it's all of the initial release stuff that we have seen for a while, and nothing new new that I need to add to my collection, even though it is still really cool to see this display up. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have anything to pick up here at this Walmart stop, but like I always say, it never hurts to check, and you can't go a toy hunting week without checking Walmart, so I'm glad that we still stopped by. Okay, so now for the second week in a row, we're outside of Five Below, but this is a different one from last week. Hopefully we can find those little Jurassic Park ducks or the Funko mystery minis. So let's head in and see if I'm lucky this week. So here we are inside of Five Below, and instantly, guys, I found the little mini tubes T-Rex Jurassic Park duck, which is absolutely adorable. This is exactly what I was looking for, so that's really exciting. Now, as I came down the aisle, I was looking for the new Jurassic World mystery minis, but I cannot find those, unfortunately. But I did find some other cool Jurassic items as I was looking around that I hadn't seen before. I found this really cool 3D T-Rex puzzle right here, which is really, really sweet. I also found these two puzzle sets right here for Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, but these showed up at Walmart a long time ago, so I'm not really interested in those. And then as I came down some more, look at this, guys. I found a Jurassic World Rebirth jumbo coloring and activity book, which I had never seen before as well, so we're definitely gonna pick that up. And then as I came down here, guys, I found this really cool Dig and Discover set, which is like a big dinosaur set, which is really cool. So I'm also gonna pick this up. So this was a super successful stop here at Five Below, and I found a lot more stuff than I was expecting, so I'm super excited by it. So now I am outside of a Ross, and I'm not really expecting to find anything cool or new, but you just never really know. So let's head in real quick and see if there's anything fun. So here we are inside of Ross, guys, and unfortunately, I literally can't find a single Jurassic item or toy anywhere I looked. I looked up and down the aisles quite a few times. There were some random little dinosaur stuff like these Zurus, but other than that, I literally can't find a single Jurassic item, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm not too shocked because a couple weeks ago when I stopped at Ross, I just did not find much of anything. I think I found like one item and I might have picked it up. I can't quite remember, but recently it seems like the discount stores don't have a lot of Jurassic stuff, but that's kind of how it is. It comes and goes as time goes on, but there will come a period where the Jurassic stuff starts showing up at discount stores again like Ross, but unfortunately today is not that day and we're going to be leaving this store empty-handed. All right, so while I was out and about, I passed by one more Target and thought, why don't we go ahead and stop and see if I can finally get that D-Rex set or anything else new. So let's head in and see how this final Target is treating us this week. So here we are on the toy section, and instantly, guys, I found another Distortus Rex Island Escape set, and finally we've got a box that is in pretty good condition here, so I can finally pick this one up. I'm glad that I found it on this toy hunt and did not have to wait any longer. There's actually another one all the way down here as well. I guess there's 3 of them, which is cool to see. And look at this, guys. I found one of the new strike attacks. I found the Herrerasaurus, but I've been looking around and I can't find the other 3 species, which is a little bit shocking. I would think if I found one that hopefully I would find the others. I will dig through the stuff a little bit more before I leave just to make sure. They've also got the new Aqualops and Launch and Battle set, which is cool to see. And then out here, of course, they've got the middle aisle end cap over here with all kinds of stuff on it in the displays. Same thing right here. They've just got figures galore. As all you can see, they're really stocked up with all of the Rebirth merchandise, which is pretty cool. And they've also got a ton of the Hammond Collection Stegosauruses. I mean, I've seen a couple over here, a couple over there. It seems like there's at least 7 or 8, maybe even more in the store, which is cool to see, but still no signs of the Hammond Spino in store, which is just kind of crazy. But at least we found this Distortus Rex set, and we found one of the strike attacks, so I'm happy that we stopped at one more Target on this week's toy hunt. Now we are back in the Jurassic room, so let's take a look at what I got on this week's toy hunt. So here is everything that I got on this week's toy hunt. So let's take a look at everything, starting with the Distortus Rex Island Escape set. This is my favorite thing that we got on this week's toy hunt. I'm very happy to get another new D-Rex figure, which is looking sweet. And we've got our characters here along with Dolores and a little boat, which just adds so much playability to the set. This is one that I was really looking forward to, and I'm so happy that I was able to pick it up this week. Next, we got our adorable Primal Protector Aqualops Dolores. Look how cute this thing is, guys. I love the little effects of it. I love the sounds that it makes too. So adorable. I love it anytime Mattel makes these baby dinos like this, so I was happy to get it for the collection. Next, I was able to find one of the new Strike Attack figures. We've got the Herrerasaurus right here, which is looking pretty cool. Nothing too crazy about this figure. And then looking on the back, we can see the Zuniceratops, the Nanotyrannus, and the Achiliobator, which are the other 3 that I need as well. So hopefully we're able to find them on next week's toy hunt. Next, we got this deluxe Funko Pop right here of the Tyrannosaurus Rex busting through the gates of Jurassic Park. This is a very cool little scene right here, and a unique one that we haven't gotten before. And even though it is Funko, it does still look pretty nice because I'm not crazy about Funko, even though I still pick all of them up. But this is a pretty neat set right here. Now at Five Below, we got a couple cool things like this 3D T-Rex puzzle. This is pretty sweet and something that I hadn't seen before. We also got this Dig and Discover set right here, which is pretty sweet. I've gotten smaller versions of this many times, but I'd never seen this big version, so I had to pick it up for the collection. We also got this little Jurassic Park mini Tubbs T-Rex duck. Look how cute this is, guys. Oh my goodness. This is super, super unique and honestly very cute. So I just had to pick it up, of course, because it is Jurassic Park. Next, I got 2 of these Jurassic World Rebirth jumbo coloring and activity books from Five Below, and since they were only $1, I went ahead and picked up 2, but love seeing all these different designs and different activities for kids, and it's also just a nice looking book. Then lastly, these aren't Jurassic, but we got a couple Monsterverse figures in the new packaging. This Kong right here is a repackage from before, but this one right here, the Frostvark, is a brand new figure and creature that was introduced. So these are both really cool, but especially this Frostvark right here. I'm happy to finally find some new Monsterverse toys, and I'm even more excited for all of the Jurassic goodies that we got on this week's toy hunt. Want to see more awesome Jurassic content? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. Also, check me out on Instagram and join my Discord server for so much more Jurassic fun. The links to everything will be in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic videos here.